All right, let's go live. Let's change this up. Go to this. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. All right, we should be good. I want to go to subscribers only though. Hi, Ashley says hi. Lord, yo. Nemo, good morning. Yo, good morning. Hi, Matthew. Good morning. Good morning. What time is the CPI data come out? 8:30. Good morning, sir. Um, is it today? The Fed speaking? What time? So it will be 8:30 when we will get CPI data released. I will show you guys some information on what expectations are and all that stuff, but that's really going to tell us, where a lot of things are going. Even wait, that was yesterday. I was going to say even blue chip stocks are getting wrecked. I was going to say I thought the stock market was actually up yesterday. You saw a lot of things up, and things like AMC was up 21%. Something like AMC being up 21%, I'm happy about it because I hold quite a bit of AMC. But yeah, Tectonic though, woo. I made a video over on the NFA channel on Tectonic, but it's probably not if anybody is a fan of Tectonic, you're probably not going to be um, happy or the happiest about that video because I'm probably, I don't know, 65% critical about, Tectonic and the things that it has in place. But then again, like you don't know exactly what they're planning on doing with all that supply. So it's definitely something we have to look into more and continue to watch. What time is it there? 11:44 here in the UK. Oh, okay. So it's 6:45 here. So yeah, Eastern Standard Time is 8:30. AVAX up thanks to Amazon. Wait, what happened with Amazon and AVAX? I didn't hear about that. Partnership with Avalanche to scale blockchain solutions. Amazon Web Services taps Avalanche to help bring blockchain technology to enterprises. Ah, this is interesting. It's interesting news. I did not know. Um, Cloud computing platform Amazon Web Services will work with Ava Labs to try to bring wider adoption of blockchain technology by enterprises, institutions, and governments. The the two companies announced in the big blog post Wednesday. The partnership will make it easier for developers to launch and manage nodes on the Avalanche blockchain as AWS will support Avalanche's infrastructure and decentralized applications. That's pretty big news. Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, I think a lot of things are up because of the crypto market is running, and it's probably before any type of CPI data comes out. So that's probably why you're seeing Avalanche up, but I don't know how high Avalanche is up. 21%. Okay, that makes sense. 21% in one day. I'll agree with that. I don't think I have any more AVAX. I had AVAX in the past when it was actually at $100 or close to $100. And I was making moves because that's what you would use for Time Wonderland. But then after Time Wonderland really kind of went under, I didn't really go back to AVAX, even though it shows a lot of opportunity. I appreciate your channel and everything you do. Do you help people through this extended bear market? Do I help people through it? Uh, wait, everything you wait, everything I do to help people. I thought you were saying, do I? Uh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate the kind words. I try to do as much as I can to be transparent, to you know let everybody know all the information that's happening in the market, anything that I know that seems to be important with the community. So I just try and do my best here. I can say that there's a lot of people that may be more knowledgeable than me. But as long as you have success in the markets, um, you can win in the end. You know. Good morning, Matt. 12:44. What time will it be for? You can just do a conversion to in Google, but it's gonna be for me in about 2 hours. So we will be live for that. I won't be able to see what the the data is. I mean, I can technically go on Xfinity Stream and get that information. AVAX partner with Amazon. I do see that. Anyone else buying the dip of Bonk? Not at the moment, not me. I can say that I'm definitely not doing that right now. Whatever it takes for Luna Classic, Dogelon Mars, Shiba Inu, XRP to succeed ASAP, Matt. I hear you. Um, the past dozen interest rate reports have really done nothing to crypto. It'll spike it for a second and then it'll go back down and continue moving sideways. So, what's the point? So, it's more of a continuation of easing inflation. If you have a continuation of that ease, especially before any type of rate hikes, then you can see a major effect to various markets, not just the stock market. And when businesses are affected in a positive manner, typically what you are seeing in this time that we're living is it trickles to cryptocurrency. Hey Matt, good morning. Keep doing a good job, bro. I always watch you in the morning. Keep doing a great job with Luna and Sheem. Hopefully you're trying to say Shib. Um, yeah, thank you for saying that. I appreciate the kind words. Um, Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate you watching me every morning here. You know, I try to go on as much as possible, but I used to go on for 3 hours or so, but now it's like it's typically an hour. And today we're probably going to do one of our longer streams because we're going to go into CPI data. um, I like the fact that Matt doesn't paint everything with rainbows and butterflies. Yeah, I mean, you have to look at both sides. A lot of people will come out and go, "Oh my goodness, this is the hypest thing in the world," and you know, all this other stuff, and it's like, come on, there has to be a downside to something. Like I can say in any of my videos that you've seen me talk about how Terra Luna Classic or Shiba Inu can go to a certain level or burn this much, I always talk about the variables. I talk about the downsides. I talk about what could happen and just give you an understanding that this is only one scenario out of many different scenarios that can take place. So you have to understand that. And I try to make sure that people do understand it. Man, I'm not sure if this is live. There's no YouTube. There is YouTube. I'm on YouTube right now. I am live. Luke Brew is I don't know how to say that. Lunk Brew or Luke Brew live. Bro, it's so early. I mean, it's not that early. I typically go live at want to go live at 6, but um, a lot of times I just can't. Especially in these down markets, it's like you can't think of a title. I'm trying to think of a title and thumbnail and all of that stuff. And but when the markets are up, like today, you know, things are absolutely skyrocketing. Avalanche looks great. You know, a lot of things look great. I can show you guys the market in a couple of seconds. uh, Hold a bit of tonic and still appreciate your video on it. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. You know, because even though I say like, oh well, I don't like the fact that 76% or 80% of the entire supply is held in the top 8 wallets, there may be a even more solid reason that somebody can come back and debate. You know, why do you believe that we have 76% or 78% in the top 8 wallets? You don't typically see that. Um, so it's always open for discussion. Hey Matt, how you doing? Good morning. What do you think of uh, what is that? I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to say it. Um, Dejitaru. to Tsuka. Rumor is was made by Ryoshi. I'm not saying it was, but a lot of YouTubers are saying it. So I don't even know what you're talking about here. So I must be blind to that. So I don't know. Did you know that DXY got rejected from a 200-day moving average? I didn't know that, but it's good to know. Hoping everyone is doing well. Hey, Matt, I was watching your video from yesterday. CDC doesn't have the 24-hour waiting period anymore. You can opt out of it. Wait, what? When did I say that in the video? I didn't know I said that in the video. For what? You're talking about the coin crypto.com review? Or are you just saying that like to let that be known? Because I didn't know that. So they don't have a 24-hour waiting period if you do link a wallet anymore. But I don't remember saying anything about that. You know what's going on with BSV and Robinhood? I heard there's a CPI meeting today that could affect crypto. So yes, data will be released at 8:30. That's why I come here, because Matt gives a level-headed approach to investments, and he can even take a joke. Just ask him when he sold all his crypto this week. Whoops, I said it, Matt. Yeah, it's sold everything. That's what the video said. That's what the title and thumbnail said. No need to watch the video. Matt, what's your prediction for Shiba token for this year coming up? So 2023, if we see this a more of a bullish year, I expect so much, out of a lot of positions, not just Shiba Inu, but the expectation would be to find a way to creep back up to the $10 billion market cap, 15, 20, and hopefully get to the level where we can see it drop a zero, which would be a $55 billion market cap, which is not unheard of. It's not something that I don't believe could happen. I know it's a higher market cap, seeing where it is right now at like I think a $5 or $6 billion market cap or something like that. $5 billion market cap. You'd basically be asking for a 10x plus, return right from this level, which I think can happen. It just all depends how bullish the market actually is. The only downside is that I can't decide where I should store my Lambo. Probably right in the middle of the street, so everybody can see it. If you go to Coin Market Cap, you can see there's currently at 6 cents and only has 1 billion circulating supply. That's why I'm asking to see if you could look at it. What are we talking about? The $1 billion market cap. Is this a position? I just don't know. You said if I can look at it, but I don't know if this is a position. I don't know. It is a position. So you said currently it's at 6 cents, it's at 6.6 cents, and you're saying this is made by Ryoshi. I'm not sure if that's true, but it does have $1 million in volume, down 55%. We're seeing a total of 1 billion coins that's out there for self-reported circulating supply, so 100% is released, but this is self-reported, so you don't know exactly if that is true. Now you do have an even split between CEXs and DEXs, $6.4 million market cap here, probably a number of markets with how many. Yeah, so you can buy it on Uniswap, Gate.io, MEXC, all these platforms. Now, I'm not so sure who created this, and it doesn't give you the information of like who created it. Typically, they'll go, these are the founders. Now, I don't know, but maybe that is why you see some sort of popularity with it or it at 6 cents at all, you know, a position that I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of, from what we see, it has 6,000 people that are watching it and it has 8,000 people that are holding it. If you go into the holders, you're going to see that you do have 1%, at least 1% held by the top 14 wallets, and then 3% for all of these wallets. If you look at the top 14 that are here, let's say if I bring it over to Excel, whoops. Okay, man. Bring it over to Excel. Let me copy that again. Oh man, not it. Let me go here, copy it. Now let me see what we have here. And it stopped. I hate that. Yeah, I have to have a certain thing to change the screen. I have plus and minus, and anytime I go in Excel, I do plus and minus, and it shows like it always does like a formula, and it pisses me off. I should only have a formula when I do equals. But anyways, let me go and add these up. It should be as simple. So in the top 14 wallets, you're looking at 26%, which is not that bad. Let's bring this back up. How many things do I have? So in the top 6 or 14 wallets, you have 26%. That's not that bad, but you do have a lot that can really control the market. I don't know what all these are for, but you do have an open wallet at 3%. So I don't know. I really don't know who created it, what the rumors are, but I mean, it's at a $66.4 million market cap. For something that I don't know, I would say I wouldn't believe that should be a thing. Yes, Harper. Do you have yogurt up there? Yeah? You don't have yogurt? No, I'm saying, do you have any in the fridge? Did you see any? Okay, you can have some. Let's see. It's a hundred. It's 100 million max supply now. Stop looking at scam coins, man. Give us the info on CPI today, or what's your prediction. So I that's very rude to say, you know, that everything that we're looking at is scam coins, and I think we can say that you don't tell me what to do. Um, so I'll do that on my own time, and then you can come back and get that information if you want, or you can go somewhere else. So yeah. Even CZ believes in Shiba Inu now because Binance holds so much thanks to Voyager. So Binance has a problem with trying to have control. Binance tries to control as much as they possibly can. If you go into any coin, really, you'll see them hold about 30%, maybe 40%. You'll see 50% of the volume. In things like you see Terra Luna Classic, they have like 50 or 60% of the volume. So like they try and do that for most positions. Um, Reminting has ended. Let's rejoice. Now we need Coinbase and Binance to list Terra Classic. Yes, I did see that reminted has ended. I believe there's going to be another mint, right? But get me yogurt too, please. I wish I had yogurt. I ate all my yogurt. Um, Finally got some bone. So I haven't gotten bone yet, but I'll look into it to see what's the best price I can make a move, because it's always great to have a position that's going to be used as gas fees anywhere, even if because if we do see a lot of transactions that are happening over in Shibarium, it would be great to have a position like that at a certain price. So CPI data is released at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, Thank you so much for looking it up. And again, I'm not saying Ryoshi made it, but you go to YouTube and there's a couple of people talking about saying Ryoshi made it. But thanks again for looking. Yeah, no problem. It's always great. I mean, when you have that type of information or rumor behind it, it's good for a position because then you could see obviously it skyrockets or just runs. Love the channel. Watch your channel as much as I can. I appreciate that. As the biggest exchange, Binance has to hold a lot of all the coins and tokens. You're right. You're right. As one of the largest exchange or the largest exchange by market cap, not by users. Yeah, I believe that's so by or volume, I would say. You definitely have to have a lot of coins there of basically everything, but 50 to 60% is just a little bit ridiculous. 50 to 60% of the volume is a little ridiculous, meaning that if Binance goes down, there's a lot of positions that will struggle, and you need to have competition. The problem is they have a control issue, and anybody that gets close to a level of being, higher than them volume wise, they try and cut them at, at the knees. Anyways, let's go into some CPI data here. Now we did go into an article yesterday, but let's go into a little bit here. So the consensus for forecast for CPI is for a decrease of 0.1% on a monthly basis, but 6.5% increase from prior year, according to Dow Jones. Let's go in here. So the pace of consumer inflation is expected to have fallen slightly in December from a prior month because of a sharp drop in gasoline and energy prices, but the annual rate is still likely to remain uncomfortably high. According to Dow Jones, economists now expect a decline of 0.1% in the consumer price index on a monthly basis, but inflation is still expected to climb at a 6.5% rate from the prior year. That compares to a gain of 0.1% in November and a 7.1% pace year over year. However, the CPI is well off the 9.1 peak rate in June. Now, core CPI excluding energy food is expected to be up 0.3% in December, gaining 5.7% year over year on a year over year basis. Core CPI rose 0.2% in November and 6% on a yearly basis. We welcome in with open arms. It's good news, said KPMG chief economist. Expected to decline. It's great. It will help. Okay, so let's go down here. The consumer price index is expected Thursday, 8:30 Eastern. It is the final CPI report before the final Fed Reserve February 1st interest rate decision. For the reason the inflation numbers have become a major event for financial markets, and now some traders are betting it will show inflation slowing even more than economists forecast. They also point to weaker than expected wage growth in December jobs report, as well as other data that reflects lower inflation expectations. Now, if we go to the United States inflation rate and understand what the forecast is. So forecast is 6.7. So we're hoping that, it will come back lower than expected, which a lot do believe that that's going to be the case. Previous you see years is 7.1, which came back lower than expected. So we're hoping for lower than expected numbers. You think the market is going to fall today? So I think it will hit a wall. Do I think it will fall? I'm not so sure that it will fall or crash, but I think it will hit a wall of gains. And I don't know if that wall is like maybe for crypto, a $900 billion market cap, or for all crypto, or if it's where we are, because we already grew by 3.2% with, you know, just expected numbers, right? Or rumors, I guess. Market will rally on a lower CPI, but dump tomorrow. You're probably right by saying that. You guys should start swapping Lunix for Vault. Really? First, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Fire King, I bet you're right. Uh, Matt, why do you love glitter on Lady Gaga so much? What? Why do you love glitter on, and Lady Gaga so much? They're just it's a great way to stay in shape. It's the first thing I thought of, and I don't think so. I might play Beat Saver with Lady Gaga songs. I mean, that's pretty much, they only have like a couple of albums on there. They have like Imagine Dragons. Imagine dragging these nuts across your chin. Have I swear, I swear, Key and Peele is hilarious. Um, Ask Matt about the markets, and he invests in garbage coins. Ask Matt about the markets. He invests in garbage coin, and he leaves his coins on an exchange. I leave some of my coins on an exchange. Yes. If that's your opinion, why are you here? I don't know. Some people. This is the thing that I was talking about. I talked about it in my reaction video to like people that have just hate towards people. The crazy thing is, it's subscribers only. So he subscribed to me, or they subscribed to me only to leave a hateful comment and say that I invest in garbage coins, which is clearly just an opinion. It's not factual. It's an opinion. Because if I invest in a garbage coin and I made $30,000 off of an investment by investing into garbage coins, what type of coins are you investing into? And that's just one coin that I made $30,000 off of. How much bone do you need to use in Shibarium? It's probably going to be very cheap. I would imagine it's going to be very, very cheap to use. It's probably going to be pennies. So whatever the price of bone is, you're going to need like a fraction of bone. You're not swapping a vault. No, I'm not doing that. Hey, Matt. For Lunic, I was thinking 15x gas fees, 5% goes to the Oracle wallet, and the other 10% to the burn address to aid in burning Lunic faster. So I mean, that's just essentially doing a tax as well, because it would only happen in a decentralized platform. It would only happen in the wallets that we have in the in Terra Station, in wherever else you can actually trade it. Yeah, not even doing it in MetaMask, but anything that happens on the chain. Guys, we have 265 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. Please do that. Also, if you guys want to go and follow me on Patreon, feel free to follow me on Patreon. I'm going to copy this link and put it in the chat. A view is a view, Matt, and a comment is a comment. It helps you in the algorithm. That's true. Where do you buy bone? Let me show you all the places. So currently it's at $1.17. I am so surprised that the addition of so much bone, because now you're looking at 163 million coins that are in circulating supply. With the introduction of so much bone, you're still looking at $191 million market cap. That is insane, especially where it was previously. Like if I go to one of my previous videos over in the NFA channel, let me find it. Go to my channel. We'll go to the NFA channel. Oops, that's the store. And I talked about Bone over here. I think I talked about Bone over here. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Maybe I should make a video about Bone over here. I think it was actually on my main channel. Let me go to the studio to try and find it. Let's go to Honest Thoughts. When did I create this video? I don't know when I created this. This was December 29th. That was after they already released the new supply, I believe.
What's up, you guys? It's Matt here.
Let me see. I think that's after they released the new supply. Yes, it is after they released the new supply. So it's the one right before that. Give me a second. This will be it. Let's go into that one. Sorry, I'm not showing you my screen, but give me a second. Let me. So yeah, the supply, like if we go to this video that I had here, it had 6.9 million coins, which was 3%, and it was at a 91-cent price at a $6.3 million market cap. Now, with the thought of Shibarium coming and everything there and all the hype around Shiba Inu and the ecosystem, it must have given Bone a lot more value, and now you're looking at about a $200 million market cap, and showing that it has strength at a $200 million market cap, which is definitely something that I did not expect. Not from the start. Maybe when things did launch and we saw the use behind it, we would see that. But I guess as we get closer and closer to that time period, as we get closer and closer to the launch, we're seeing more support for Bone. And the good thing that I like to point out is I always like to look at something that has an even split between CEXs and DEX volume. And you're looking at 2.6 million DEX volume and 2.5 million for CEX volume, which is something I love to see, because you're looking at buying it on a platform to where it's actually held and held by people, majority by the investors, and you actually own those cryptocurrencies. And so if we literally swap between CEX and DEX, we have CEX volume where you have MEXC, you have LBank, you have CoinX. If you go to the DEX volume, you're looking at ShibaSwap. Majority, you're seeing a lot of things that are happening on ShibaSwap. 7.4 million in liquidity. You're seeing 1.3 million in volume. That happens on ShibaSwap. Uniswap 1.1 million. So you're definitely seeing some movement happen in DEXs versus CEXs with Bone. So that's good to see. And no way did I expect it to go from 3% to 71% without a decrease in price. That just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind. And it probably is all because of the hype and rumors around Shibarium coming very, very soon. I was hoping to see more decoupling from crypto and trading. I did a swap on MetaMask to get my Bone. If that happens, we're likely to see trillions being poured in. I wish Luna Classic could copycat Baby Doge burning mechanism ASAP. Baby Doge is burning 13 trillion supply, token supply every day. You're saying Baby Doge is burning that much? How much do they have? They have quadrillions, don't they? So I think they are sort of Baby Doge. Don't they have quadrillions? So million, billion, trillion. They have 15 quadrillion, 115 quadrillion, and that's not even the total amount that is there. You have a total amount of 231, so that there's still more that can be introduced. I know there's some that's actually burned off, right? There's definitely some that's burned off, but they're burning at a level of maybe 13 trillion or trillions per day, but that's the same level of us burning, billions per day. Now, their mechanism probably is a little bit better, but it still is going to take a very, very long time for them to burn off that much, to burn off everything if they do have a solid burning mechanism, which I don't know about. Just want to look to see. Yeah, so 47% is in the null address. Just be careful with your plays this year, peeps. We could see another 20% drop in the S&P this year. I like Lunatics, but Audi will have a decent upside this month, and will flip back after DJet is released. Let's see, let's scroll down. I feel like I'm missing stuff. CPI report at 8:30. Still garbage. Okay. How many hours till CPI update? So it's about 1 hour. An hour and like 11 minutes at this moment. Short AVAX or wait? Short AVAX? Why would you short AVAX? Things are at really low levels. I know AVAX is up 21%. Do you actually stack any good crypto, Matt? Do I actually stack any good crypto? So I don't know if you're just asking me out of like, oh well, you just have garbage coins. So do you actually stack any crypto? I bought $300 of bone when it was 80 cents. And dipping my toe in the water with bone. That's a good thing to do. Is you find a way to dip your toe or dip your foot in the water with a position if you believe that things are going to skyrocket. No way did I believe that it would hold basically a $200 million market cap. I expected it to come down to maybe a $20 or $30 million market cap, but with all of the hype of, Shibarium coming and, so many people that are like, it's coming soon, it's coming soon, it's going to be here tomorrow, the next day, you know what I mean? And then when it actually is here, what's actually going to happen with bone? Are we going to see it absolutely skyrocket? Maybe. I mean, there's only a total of 200 million coins that are there. So if it has a solid use case and you expect a lot from Shiba Inu, you can also expect a lot from Bone as well. So it's definitely interesting. In my opinion, I recommend Shiba Inu XRP Reserve, Rights Luna Classic, Doge Lawn Mars, Zcash Wave, all of those. You will see after CPI data and earnings report tomorrow. You don't seem to have much financial sense. I don't have much financial sense. Or you're talking to Digital Orgy? What up? I watch a lot of good and bad, the best info. Matt, I have a question. If you sell Shiba Inu token on any platform, do you need Bone token to sell it? No. So it would be only on the Shibarium platform to where you would need Bone in order to do transactions. Every other platform, like if you go on MetaMask and you trade it through the Ethereum network, you don't need Bone in order to do that. You would end up paying in Ethereum at that point. Now, if you go on Coinbase, you would be paying in Shiba Inu. If you go on any exchange, typically you would be paying in that cryptocurrency. Buy at 60K, but be careful at 18K. It's Sheldon mindset. I never understood why people are like, oh, I'm not gonna get in here, but then the same people I saw, come out and be like, oh, I'm definitely buying Bitcoin right now. A lot of the big financial YouTubers, ones that have millions of subscribers, were like, look, I'm continuously buying Bitcoin no matter what it is, and they're buying, $100,000 worth of Bitcoin at $50,000 and saying this is a steal price and they can get two now instead of just getting one. Um, so if they're saying that then, they probably should be saying that now. I left SHIB a year ago. I'm kicking myself hard for it, but it's good because I bought XRP. if you have positivity, if you have profit out of it, it's not a bad thing that you sold something. It's gonna eat you alive inside if you start to really kind of harp on the past. I do that with Terra Luna Classic, where I'm like, it wasn't my fault. Like I didn't not buy $500 because, or $500 worth of Terra Luna Classic because I didn't want to buy $500 worth of Terra Luna Classic. I didn't buy it because they wouldn't let me do that. And if my bank account would have let me do that, I would have been definitely well off with my short-term accounts. I would tell you that. Also, I would have a hell of a lot of taxes to pay. A lot of haters who seem to be mad that they FOMO during the summer. Yeah. The Luna community should start using Vault. Is that all that the Vault community does? I mean, I'm starting to, no offense to anybody that likes Vault, I'm starting to hate Vault because they just come through and they talk about a certain position. Anybody that has SHIB, you should go and get Vault. Anybody that has Lunatics, you should go and get Vault. It pisses me off because literally just trying to tie the name to anything that is popular. Anything that's popular, they're trying to tie Vault Inu to it, so that when you tweet about SHIB or you tweet about Lunic or whatever, you have Vault there too. And it's dumb in my opinion. If I'm searching for Lunic, I want to see things about Lunic. If I'm searching for SHIB, I want to see things about SHIB, not pull up those things and see a bunch of Vault Inu posts. Like I understand that you can have success in a certain position, but we don't need to say that. Nobody's switching over to different coins. People push Lunic in other videos also. Yeah, and the thing is that they're not trying to tie Lunic to other cryptocurrencies out there. Like it seems like every time it's always like a Vault Inu is tied to SHIB. Vault Inu is tied to whatever is popular at the moment. You should stop buying this position and buy Vault. It sort of just rubs me the wrong way. Just grab Lunic. SHIB is not going to 10,000x. Don't feel bad. I had to sell my BTC and I got 3,800, so I can move that money off Robinhood. People push Lunic, and I read that. I just buy Bitcoin and hold on. Hey Matt, do you think what do you think about Bonk Inu? Bonk Inu? Is that the same Bonk, or did they make another? This is not. Because what's the name? It was just Bonk. I don't think anything of it. I'm starting to really hate Inu coins as well. There's just a lot of Inus that are out there. Question: why is there so much FUD recently towards crypto projects? A lot of crypto projects are frowned upon because of what happened with the crypto market itself, and anything that's not moving consistently like the stock market, even though the stock market doesn't really look or didn't look as positive, is kind of frowned upon and looked at as just a super risky investment. And especially with everything that has happened with FTX and Voyager and BlockFi and all of these other things, it sorts of put a bad name, or sort of puts a bad name on cryptocurrency. So there's a lot of projects where people are like, I don't want to get into that unless it's like a top 10 cryptocurrency. Unless it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or BNB or something like that, I don't want to get into it. That's how a lot of people feel. Zelda is still, I know, I don't like the Inu on Zelda, and that's something that I'm talking to the team about currently on Zelda Inu. Is you don't want to be known as an Inu project, even though it has its own benefits to having a little bit of hype to it. You don't want to be known as an Inu project. I don't like that. I can see sometimes one coin goes up while other coins go down. People flip flop from one token to another instead of putting new money into crypto markets. I see that. But Shib, he talked about being a Doge killer, and Shib utility was overtaken. Was to take over Doge. So Shib's utility was to not so when it comes to killing Dogecoin, it wasn't like, hey, we're killing off Dogecoin to where Dogecoin's not going to exist anywhere. It was to basically say the gain that you can get, you'll have a larger gain with a lesser price. You don't need to get to a penny with Shiba Inu with this larger gain, or with this position. So you'll have a bigger gain, which you did. I mean, you had 70,000 or 70 million% for Shiba Inu from the lows, or from the start to the highs, and that's a way bigger percentage than what you had with Dogecoin, even from the beginning. I mean, you still can have a large gain with that, but it's not as big as what you can see with Shiba Inu. I was not trying to compete with anybody. The reason Vault changed. Yep, Shib devs have been smart and done good things for Shib. I mean, they could have been smarter. I keep hearing a lot of talk about most cryptos getting hit to zero. I don't necessarily believe that, but what are the chances of the market wide, huge downturn? So there are still chances for a market downturn, right? You can see inflation easing, and then all of a sudden we get hit hard by inflation to show that this thing is not over, that inflation is really, really sticky. And then businesses struggle. They don't invest back into the market. I think right now, the reason why the markets are at a lower level, or much lower level, but are not seeing a massive decrease from where we are, is because institutions, or a lot of institutions, and firms and everything, are out of their positions. You're looking at their 1% or 5% that's out of the markets, out of the crypto market, because they minimize the largest amount of risk, right? So they take everything out of the crypto market, and whenever they decide to invest back into it, whenever businesses actually have profits, and you see firms start to invest in things, when they hit their lows, you see them start to invest in Ethereum and Bitcoin and all of that. You'll see chunks that are starting to gain here in the crypto market. So instead of looking at a 1% gain or a 0.5% gain, you're looking at 5-10% gain within the crypto market whenever they do get back into it. Right now, you're seeing a lot of retail investors and retail whales into positions. I'm done with all these Inu dues. Shib did kill Doge. It also jump started a meme coin. Shib made made me bullish with crypto, not shitty Bitcoin. So I wouldn't say that Shib killed Doge, because obviously what you see with Dogecoin is that Dogecoin is at a $10.4 billion market cap. That's not killing anything. it's still at a higher market cap than Shiba Inu. It did surpass Shiba Inu at one point. But what it did do is show that you can have more gains with a coin that is less valued, right? Neither of them have a solid use case behind them, or any use case for that matter. But with the popularity, you can build onto that to create a use case in the end when you do have a utility bull run. If they do not, then those two will find a way to actually decrease in value because you're not creating utility within it. You have a certain amount of holders, but those holders will start to fall off if everything else is starting to surpass those, right? Now, it really just all depends on what they decide to do. And they're making changes. There's a dumb question. If you don't sell your position, then how should you pay taxes on it if you didn't profit from it because it's still there? Not understanding. So you only pay taxes on what you actually transact, what you sell. So if you decide to have, let's say you had $30,000 in Terra Luna Classic and you took some profit, you'd be taxed on that profit. You're not taxed on whatever else you're holding in there. And it's also on you to track it. It's not something you're receiving a tax form from the IRS or from the wallet. Now, if it's through Coinbase or through an exchange, typically they have a tax service to give you your tax information. But it's still, from what I believe, it's still like in the works. It's still not something that's 100% standard. My goal is 100K Gala before the bull run starts. I've been buying for months now. I believe it could go to 50 cents in my opinion, but I buy several different cryptos. I would agree with that. I think Gala definitely has a strong future. I don't know where it is right now. I did buy a little bit, dip my toe in the water by having 10,000 that I bought, which was like $400. And right now it's sitting a little bit below that because I bought it like it was like 410 for my Gala. And I do believe that it can run to quite a bit higher than what we are seeing here. In the coming years, you can see a lot that's going to be burned off as they go through their standard burning process that they plan on doing. Good luck seeing Doge 10,000x. You're right. I don't think we're gonna see that. Doge is already at a $10 billion market cap, so you shouldn't expect a 10,000x from where it's at right now. Are you doing an update from TFL on the interchain support launch? Are we doing an update or are we due for an update? Do you think Lunatics will be a $10 billion market cap by 2030? No, I don't think Lunatics will be a $10 billion market cap by 2030. Do I think it will have a potential chance to reach $1 billion market cap? I mean, I think it could have a potential chance to do that. I think we need to start small and set our goal for $100 million, which I think can definitely happen with more exchanges that are coming on. A lot more stuff that happens to it. I mean, right now you're looking at for Lunatics, you're looking at a $1 million market cap from what I understand. I don't know if they did have any type of increase over this time period. We should see something. So we're looking at a $1.7 million market cap, $72,000 in volume. We want to see a lot more volume that goes through there. And I think with more exchanges, you can get that. With more hype, you can also get that as well. But again, we're looking at a $1.7 million market cap. Don't worry about this fully diluted market cap because majority of that, you see 12 billion that's burned off. And then you have well over, I think it's like 26 or 27 billion that's staked for a long period of time. So you're looking at right now, the circulating supply is at 50.5 billion coins. And with their own burning mechanism, it could take a while for this to completely play out. But I'm not 100% sure about the distant future and where it can go, and how many people will support it then. But I definitely do believe that we will have a lot of supporters. We will find a way to push $50 million market cap, $100 million market cap, $200 million market cap, with all the different use cases and all the different applications and places that you can buy it and use it. I think Lunatics token will be way more valuable than people think, and that's why I create a number of videos on it. Yeah, beware for the rug pull of what? Lunati high staking APY should skyrocket in months. So just know that the APYs, like for you gaining all of what you're gaining for the first initial staking period, and then putting aside those coins to stake or to give you in rewards, know that I know a lot of people have said like, oh, those staking rewards are absolutely absurd, seeing like 20+%, 30%, 60% or something like that. And understand that those are the beginning staking numbers. The second round of staking is actually a little bit lower, and you start to see that progress. And as you get to another staking round, right, when you do end up staking again, it's probably going to be a lesser percentage and more a feasible percentage to get to for a lot of cryptocurrencies, maybe like 10% or 12%, or maybe they'll have the ability to stay at a level of 20% or so. But the point is that you want to remain consistent and make it so that you're able to pay out these rewards in certain levels. The beginning is always way better than where it will be throughout. So either way, you'll have staking, you'll have the benefits, you'll have the rewards that you're receiving as you're still staking it. There's just so many good things about this project, and everything that I have gained so far, with holding Lunati and gaining Terra Luna Classic, with staking Lunati and gaining Terra Luna Classic, as well as gaining Lunati, staking the NFTs and gaining Lunati as well. So, which is also gaining me Luna Classic. So it's like a trickle effect, and it's just going to keep giving you more and more of a position that all of us really like, which is Terra Luna Classic. Doge has been a top 10 for years. Uh, disinflationary, disinflationary. Will reach $1, not meant to be 100 or 1,000. So understand that they do have a natural inflation to it. They do have a natural. I got in Lunati staking early at 60% APY. Yeah, so did I, and a lot of people did max that out very, very quickly. And then the second round of staking, I think, was like 30 something percent. But you're going to see that it gets to a certain level to where it seems like it can be sustainable for the normal person. Like anytime someone sees a high APY, like, oh, that's not sustainable. But in the beginning stages, when you have the coin set aside in a staking pool in order to be paid out, of how much you can do and how much it will last you throughout that process. So if everybody decided to stake for 12 months, this is what you would have had, right? You would have this much paid out. So you put that aside, you do the math, and then you can make that sustainable. Then the second round of staking, you do the same thing. V2 is 48% for a year. So there we go. Love the Luna content. Let's buy and trade Luna in Vaulty exchange, in Vaulty change for burns. Long or short today, or no trading. So I'm not making any trades because the markets are moving a little bit too much. I typically don't make trades in a positive market like this. I wait for retracements in any way. I'm also not making any moves in any cryptocurrencies right now because it's approaching tax season and everything, and I have to pay taxes. So not really buying anything over tax season. But afterwards, I definitely will see what I can buy up. Loving the Luna concept. Let's burn Luna. Wait, let's burn Luna. They can mint Lunic. So they can't mint Lunic. Reminting is now turned off. I mean, you technically can mint, but reminted is turned off. The US dollar is way more inflationary than Doge. I mean, right now, yes, but typically no. Doge has a natural 5% inflation. So it's technically not. Right now it is because inflation is so high. But Doge typically has a 5% inflation in it, and it decreases, the percentage decreases as time goes on. The same amount is added to the supply every year, which is 5.2, I think it's 5.2 billion. So if that much is added, you're looking at 5%. What do you think about AVAX? I like AVAX. I had AVAX before, and I did have a video on the NFA channel talking about AVAX and the potential. Currently, it's at $15. It's up 22%, 28% over the last 7 days. If we look at how things have run today, it went from $12 to $16, so that's kind of a big move. Would I make a move into it right now? No, I wouldn't, because it's up 22%. I don't invest on very green days, and this is a very green day. Can you turn $22,000 into $500,000 in Lunic? Or sorry, $2,200. I would imagine so. It just depends on, how long you're holding and what's your sell process, what's your profit taking strategy. So it sounds a little far-fetched to a lot of people, taking a certain amount of money, a lower amount of money, and turning it into way, not just like double that, but 10x, 20x, 30x, 100x the position. It's definitely possible. The only issue that you would have is like what's going to happen within the actual project to get you to that point. And what are you going to do in order to get to that point? Because a lot of people will see if you have $2,200 and you turn that into $10,000, that's a big gain. So a lot of people will find a way to take profit. So if you take half your profit, take $5,000, now it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to, like, say if you do turn that to 10,000, you take 5,000, and now you have 5,000 that's left. It's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to get to the ultimate level that you want to, unless you are okay with holding on longer now that you have a $5,000 or double what you made, right? So, or double what you invested. As you invested 2,000, you pulled in 5,000. Now you're happy with that. What's left is 5,000. Can you settle on holding that for a longer period of time? You're right. You're right though. Before 2021, its rate was 3.8. Before 2021, its rate was 3.8. Well, it should decrease over time, because if they were always minting or mining another 5.2 billion, as the supply was lower, the percentage is higher. So they're always doing that from adding on that 5 billion coins. And then when it was at 100 billion, you're adding on 5%. That's the easiest way of doing it, obviously, with that math. Doge is not deflationary. It doesn't have a max cap supply. It's inflationary with a 5 billion coin per year, not in percentage. I know it's not in percentage. I'm saying that if you do it by percentage right now, you're looking at about a 5 or 4% inflation that you would have. So the percentage decreases, the overall amount stays the same. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So the U.S. dollar inflationary rate was 3.8%. Yeah, it's usually inflation will hover between like 2 and 5% usually, and Dogecoin's inflation is a lot higher than that. Well, not a lot higher than 5%, but a lot higher than 3%. AVAX is made in the U.S. and at least that is what it says on the tag. Oh, like the the what's it called? The bathtub cleaner or whatever. Yeah, that's funny. So do the math, guys. Coins with trillions of supply won't ever get to $1, even if it has huge burns, maybe 100 years. But like Matt said, doesn't mean you can't make money if it's not a rug pull. Yeah, if it's not a so hopefully I'm reading this right, but I wouldn't say that it won't ever get to $1 because there's always a chance for something to happen. But the problem is that we're putting too much stock into it getting to $1. The thing that we're looking at is with a lot of these positions we're putting for Shiba Inu, we're looking at this as like $1 is that level because that is the max cap that we believe it can get to with all of these burns, right? That's what we want it to get to, and that's what we'll settle for whatever price we have in the end. So we're setting that max level that we can get to. However, what you look at underneath is levels that you can take profit at. Taking profit is very healthy within a position, especially if it does have a burn rate, because then you're taking profit and you're burning at the same time, which is a good situation for everybody. And then you can find another low level. People invest into those levels, and then eventually throughout time, you see more transactions, more movement, more burns, and then maybe this could possibly get to $1. So that's the thing that I'm pushing for. I have my crypto potential spreadsheet. I have my crypto potential spreadsheet to where I have an exit plan, but you see that majority of the coins are coming out before we get to $1. That's literally looking at 43 million out of the 48 million coins that are going to be pulled out. Sorry, it's a little bit more than that. Let me actually look at here. So Hayden's crying upstairs. Don't know why. But yeah, we're looking at 43 million out of the 48 million that I'm taking out, before it gets to a level of $1. And you're going to see majority of those coins, like 16 or something, come out before 45 cents, right? 21 million come out before 45 cents. So this is what you have to do is you have to find a place to take profit and accept your profit and accept some of these gains, even if it's not going to be to a level to where you have $48 million at $1. Like that's not what I'm pushing for. What I'm pushing for is to gain a larger amount throughout the process of seeing this thing grow. So when it gets to a level of 0.001, that which is 10% of a penny, I will take 2 million coins out. Even though at $1 that could be worth $2 million, I'm still taking some out. Even though I'm only getting $2,000 from that, I'm still doing that. Then when it comes to a level of 0.005, I take out another 2 million, which would be $10,000. You're taking profit as time goes on at prices that you believe it can definitely get to, kind of guaranteed to get to. And then when you see all of those other prices that you didn't think, it would, they had a lesser chance of getting to, now you can take even more profit. And then if it somehow only stays at a level of 5 cents or between 1 and 5 cents, I know that I have from $420,000 to $2.1 million. So I know that I'm going to be able to take whatever I can take and, profit whatever I want to profit. So you have to take profit throughout time. You have to. How can Doge not inflate when it gets pumped so much? What? Is that a joke? Like, yeah. Now with 132 billion supply, it's less than 5%. Yes, it is less than 5%. The percentage goes down because the amount stays the same. Imagine if Amazon would have teamed up with Shib, but burnt with every package deliver. Oh well. Yeah, I mean a lot of places don't think like that. I think deflationary positions are going to be the future. You see a lot of things that are moving towards that model, right? And it's great to see because it increases the value of the coin, the potential value, the potential price value, and kind of if it has a fixed max supply, which it should if it's going to be deflationary, then you see it as a position that can go from being at 0.00001 all the way up to a level of $10 or $100 in the distant future. So I don't know. It makes me excited every time I see something that becomes deflationary or more deflationary. Like BNB, BNB has so much potential in it. And when this does get back to $600 or so, I'm going to be taking some profit. I'm going to be taking my initial investment, maybe a little bit more, and then leaving the rest that's in there. Currently, I have 5. And if this gets back to $600 or $700, that's where I will take my initial investment. And I believe it will get back there. I believe we will see this at a way higher market cap than where we are right now. And I also believe that we will see the overall circulating supply, burn down. So we'll see that decrease from 160 to 100 million down to 50 million, whatever. You're awesome, Matt. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. I'd say it depends on what coin or town it is trying to accomplish. If it wants to be an actual currency, it doesn't need to burn its supply. Yeah, I think you're right by saying that. If you wanted to be, yeah, I guess you're right. If you wanted to be an actual currency, it doesn't need to burn its supply. But if you care about the value of the project and increasing not only just the prices but also the market caps, you can either do it by use case or do it by majority of popularity. So yeah, I mean, either way works. There has to be both in the world. What do you think the CPI report would be today? I'm not so sure. I just want lower than expected. That's all I want. Any idea on how many hours until the Fed talk? So it's about 36 minutes right now until we get inflation data. Now, I don't have the ability to watch it here, I don't think. If I do watch it, I'll probably get um demonetized. I know some people do that, like me, Kevin, find a way to do it. I think news outlets don't really you don't really get demonetized from those, I don't think, but I'm not 100% sure. Not the right password. Not the right password either. Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do it. Yeah, I don't know. It. Why can't I? That better be the password. Yeah, then I don't know. I just typed in like 17 different passwords, and all of those should have worked, but none of them did. Um. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So I tried to log into Xfinity Stream and it didn't work. Thank you for becoming a member, Phil Kebab something. I can't say your name, but thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. It's easy as a white knight of crypto, one of the good guys. Good morning from the Bahamas. Matt, I wake up to you every morning. Thanks for the education. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. The expected CPI is 6.5. If it is lower, we stay 18K, maybe. But if it's higher, we dump hard. You might be right by saying that. So again, I can go into the detail. Consensus says 6.5. Forecasted 6.7. So if it's lower than 6.5 or 6.7, you should stream it and talk upon it. So yeah, like I said, I would stream it, but I can't get into Xfinity Stream. It's not letting me get in. Somebody must have changed the password. So yeah, the market is like playing the kids game red light, green light. That's accurate. Let's Crow. It's a good one. I swear my lower back is like hurting. I thought that this chair was like super comfortable, but I guess I sit too much. I don't know. It's weird. All right. Um, so we got about 30 minutes until the market, um, or sorry, until the inflation data comes out, and we probably won't get it right away. We'll get the information right from Twitter as soon as we can, but we probably won't get it until maybe like 4 minutes in or something. I'm sure. Thanks for being live, Matt. I was dead bored waiting for CPI. Yeah, I mean, I try to do this. I'm just glad that Erica's working at 8:30 today, so that she can take the kids to bus stop and to daycare and all of that. So yeah, we got 322 people or 308 people is what I see. Guys, hit the like button if you can. It does help out quite a bit. And if you are watching on Twitch, just know that I appreciate you watching. Any viewers that are over on Twitch, I appreciate you guys. Any viewers that are on YouTube, I appreciate you guys as well. I would love to be able to go live on TikTok with OBS or something, but they don't let me do it for some reason. So whatever. Um, hit the like button for Matt. Yes, definitely do that. Uh, I bought 10 SPY puts at the market close yesterday. Hope it dips below 395. I don't know. I mean, we did see a pretty decent day in the markets yesterday, right? Seeing AMC up 21% on the day yesterday, absolutely phenomenal. It hit a high of about $5 and then resisted hard from that level of $4.99, or technically hit a high of $5.04. I don't know why that just changed, but it did just change. So we're looking for that as well. And then a lot of the information, um, you have an hour until the market actually opens from when you get the CPI data. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, I still hold a lot of AMC um, in my Roth IRA actually, and in my Webull account. I still hold like 200 over in the Roth IRA, which I think that will be the last amount that I sell. Because if I am going to gain a hell of a lot, it will be with what's in the Roth IRA, so I don't have to pay taxes on it as I do gain it. Um, but that's just that. That's kind of neither here nor there, I guess. Um, do you think Gala is still a pretty good buy now? Well, seeing how herniated disc, no, I don't have a herniated disc. It's like more of my tailbone, like kind of sitting, because I'm sitting for a long time. Um, but yeah, that's probably the issue. It's not really the lower back; it's more of like the tailbone area. Um, but anytime I do like sit-ups or crunches or anything, I hate doing it because my tailbone hurts so much. So like I still push through it, but sitting here doesn't really help. I need like something that's going to help my tailbone, which I do have a pad on the seat to help that out, but it, I don't know, it just doesn't work. It doesn't help. So yeah, I still do think Gala is a decent buy. I bought at um 4.1 cents. So yeah, I bought Gala at 4.1 cents and now it's at like 4.0 cents. Yeah, 4.1. So it's around the same price. I bought it because I know what I believe it's going to be for future value is so much more than where we are right now. Especially with the thought of it burning as well, making it completely deflationary. Um, how much do we expect Binance to burn in March for Lunate? I don't know. Aren't they burning only 50% of the fees? If they're burning only 50% of the fees, which I don't know if they're holding up that end of the bargain, then it may be a lot less because we were burning about six billion a month. So if we had to put some sort of number on it, I would say probably somewhere around 9 or 10 billion for the 3 months. Um, if they're burning 50%, if they're burning 100% with all of the volume that we have seen, um, in the past like week or so, really, or not even week, just a few days, we may end up seeing more. And if we see a lot more volume that continues here, we might see, pretty hefty burn if it's 100%. If CPI comes lower, markets will rally. I think you're right that the markets will rally, but I think it will hit a wall at some point and resist. But we'll see how long that rally really lasts for, if it does. Good morning, Matt. Will you still be here once you become a Kronos and Shib or whatever coin you have? Just to put it out there, my future wife's name is. Wait, your wife's name is Erica as well. Well, that's great. That's great. I actually know a couple of people that literally have, well, their wife's name is Erica, but the person that I bought a car from, his wife's name is Erica, and his birthday is on March 18th, like mine. And I was like, that's insane. That's crazy. I was like, is your daughter named Harper? Like, is that because if that's the case, then I don't know what to say here. I'm gonna have to buy a car from you. Maybe that's why he did it. No, I know him, but he's that's crazy to see. Not saying it's insane that people have the name Erica, but the name Erica spelled with a K is definitely something that's more unique and nobody really expects it. So CPI under 6 will give us some jet fuel. Are you going to stream the CPI report? So I will go through the data. I just can't watch. I can't watch it. I mean, maybe I could put it on in the background. I don't think I have cable hooked up down here. Because I had to improvise with the Wi-Fi, and now the Wi-Fi's down here and the router's down here, so I can connect it directly to here. So I had to kind of improvise and use the cable. I should probably just get a splitter. I think we do have a splitter actually. Yeah, I probably should do that. Um, expected CPI is priced in the market. If we get 6.1, highly unlikely. We might pump, but not with slightly below. CPI under 6 will give us some jet fuel. I read that. Nothing is decentralized. Bitcoin is the only truly decentralized currency. It lets anyone send funds to anyone, anywhere in the world, at any time. That's not true. Isn't it banned in some places? Isn't Bitcoin banned in like some countries? Countries where cryptocurrency is legal and illegal. Um, so in a lot of the orange countries, it has an official ban, implicit ban. So yeah, I mean you have that's not necessarily true. As long as the internet exists, you can't stop people from using the Bitcoin network. Buy a car once you're a millionaire. Um, So, uh, well, I already bought a car from him. I bought multiple cars from him. That's what I said about loyalty. A lot of people will go back to the same car dealership. Um, uh, just like people will invest with the exchanges that they feel comfortable with. China banned crypto, but there's still BTC hash rate coming from China. Probably, but they don't just allow you to do it because you do have a ban. So you can't send it to anybody anywhere. If China unbanned crypto, could Bitcoin go as high as 100K in the next bull run? I don't see why it would. I I mean it can. Don't get me wrong, it can. I don't see why it would. I don't think Bitcoin is that great. I really don't. I think there are so many other cryptocurrencies that have better use cases, faster transaction times, or cheaper. Like it's just, I feel like it's just they're just better. You didn't answer, bro. Will you still be here when you become a millionaire from crypto? Um, so short term or short term accounts millionaire, yeah. Because the issue is that with my retirement accounts, it's something that I don't use, like because I'm not retired, right? But with my short term accounts, I would love to be able to have a certain amount of money that I can use to live off of. But yes, I will still be here. I love making content. Will I make as much content? Probably not. I will, live stream. I will do, maybe 1 to 2 videos a day here. But you'll see me put a lot of stock into, maybe the golf channel and, some other things and maybe like some simple reactions. But I will definitely be here. I can tell you with a lot of the editing, I can tell you I will hire somebody. I don't know why I keep saying I can tell you. I will hire somebody to do like the editing process of a lot of the things. Even though I love editing, um, it's time consuming. And like maybe for the golf channel or for like something simple, I will do the editing, maybe in the NFA channel or something, or maybe I'll do one video here that's more of a complex video, breaking down certain things and doing a lot of research into it and being able to edit that and do what I wanted to do from the beginning in creating YouTube videos, which is enjoy the editing and creation process. That's what I really want because my short-term accounts, my short-term passive income and active income, um, they sort of like I'm not frugal by any means, so we spend. I can tell you our Amex bills are ridiculous at times. And I'm like, how do they get that high? I remember when I was a kid and spent and took $20 a day and would live off of that when it comes to food. Um, and a lot of other things. I would literally have money left over to buy like Pokemon cards and stuff. Yes, things were a lot cheaper then. I feel like I'm aging myself. I feel like back in my day, uh, a can of soda was 5 cents. It's like, okay, well, I also didn't have the internet. Um, I'm just gonna keep accumulating Bitcoin and what for decentralized banks to start buying. So I'm gonna keep accumulating Ethereum. I think Ethereum, in my opinion, is gonna be my, um, I believe, my most predictable position, my most consistent position. Even LTC is better than Bitcoin. I mean, not with how they lie, but you know, if you're not understanding the use case of Bitcoin, I don't think you'll be able to explain it better than I have. It's not that I'm not understanding. I just don't. The thing I don't understand is how it's so um, heavily liked um, and heavily supported with the use case that it plans to have. Right, to be the world currency and to be accepted everywhere is one thing in itself. But if you can have other cryptocurrencies that can do the exact same thing, how and do it better and more environmentally friendly, then Like I don't see the point. You know, I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to be useless because it will always have the people behind it that believe in it, and you know, as long as people are still mining it, I think you still have. Um, I think once you get to a point to where everything is mined, then you have something that may be more environmentally friendly, but everything that it's done in the past maybe not environmentally friendly at that point. Hey, wait, did Gala lie about the partnership with The Rock and then dumped? Oh, I don't know. I don't think they lied about it. Are we hearing that they did? Um, I mean, it didn't come from a any type of source. It came from a Discord group. Gala Games. That's one day ago. Gala Games deletes tweet announcing partnership with Hollywood star The Rock. Native token drops. So they deleted the tweet. Gala Games native token Gala stumbled after the blockchain based game platform Gala Games deleted a tweet announcing a partnership with A-list Hollywood stars. Give me a second. Let me see. So the tweet does not exist. People don't have an image of the tweet. Monday's tweet that the company was working with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Mark Wahlberg helped lift Gala over 70% to about 5 US cents, the highest since September 13th. Coindesk data shows Gala Games deleted the tweet without any explanation, and the token is now more than 20% lower at nearly 4 cents. We are, as you are reading this, developing 2 films with The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson, and Mark Wahlberg, 2 absolutely huge forces in the entertainment industry. You've seen their work on screen, but I think their presence might be even more powerful off the screen, or yeah, off the screen. And we are so happy to get the chance to work with them. And now, the now deleted tweet says, according to um, an image posted on Discord. Um, just a little information regarding our ongoing work with The Rock and Mark Wahlberg. Gala is This was posted by somebody else, and Gala is the gas token in. Okay, I haven't seen anything that came from anybody else. Like it didn't come from The Rock saying, "Oh well, I didn't do that." The representative added that both The Rock's company, $7, and Mark's company, Unrealistic Ideas, have contracts for films with Gala. So why would they delete the tweet then? The announcement post wasn't meant to be a closed post for wait was meant to be a closed post for Discord community and wasn't supposed to be shared in a public place. According to Gala representative, it was also a part of a large conversation in Discord about where Gala film was headed. Gala took the tweet down out of respect to all involved partners, but we look forward to sharing more about these projects in the near future. So it wasn't a point to where they lied. It was not a point to where they lied. It was the fact that it was supposed to be closed. It was supposed to be something that wasn't um, told to the public. So that's the issue that you're dealing with Gala Games. Again, just to keep CPI data up, um, we're looking for lower than expected CPI data, and hopefully the market reacts positively to it. Luna main utility was to create a decentralized stablecoin, UST, but it failed hard. Spelled failed wrong. it failed hard, and people still think a failed project can have value. So it's not about that. I think the thing that failed um, was, I think Do Kwon definitely failed us. He had an understanding that UST could have been attacked and they needed to create a reserve. He started creating a reserve, and the moment he started creating a reserve, knowing that that reserve would not be able to do anything to protect UST, because it was only like 100 million or something. That's not enough. You need it in the form of billions, because the way that it is being attacked, in order to depeg and how far it was depegged, um, you needed way more than that. You needed billions. Uh, if anything, you needed maybe 2 or 3 billion housed as reserve, just in case, so that you didn't have to go into the pockets of Terra Luna Classic. You could have went in the pocket of Terra Luna, or the pockets of Terra Luna, and then realized that it was being attacked a little bit more, that this would not recover. So then you take from your reserves. If you take from those reserves, you protect the entire thing. Then you build up those reserves again. And those reserves could be in Bitcoin, they could be in Ethereum, but I would suggest that they're one of the top cryptocurrencies, so that they don't affect or completely collapse the entire that project, right? Because if you have a stable coin that needs to be protected by billions, you protect it with something that's worth more than what you have with these with the current stable coin. So it's more or less an issue that Do Kwon didn't do this sooner, knowing that most stable coins, or most algorithmic stable coins, do fail. You have to find a way to protect it and do something different. And he did not. So I think that was the issue that we had. And the thing is that when you have something that doesn't work, right, or didn't work, you find a way to get it to work. You don't see them, you don't see people that failed making planes because the first couple didn't fly, right? Maybe it just glided. Maybe they figured out what they needed to do in order to fly, but they failed again. People probably died. And not saying that people need to die in this situation, but people probably died, and then they found a way to have success, and then they built a better plane, even better planes now. And now you have so many trips that you can have with one commercial plane. So just to bring that into this, you fail and you learn from that mistake and you try and succeed the next time. But there's always going to be someone that tries to attack you. No matter how secure your system is, they will always find a way. Someone will find a way to try and hack it. It's just like that show Kaleidoscope. I just watched Kaleidoscope. You know what? I'm not gonna ruin it for anybody. Never mind. I don't want to. It's a good show. You should watch it on Netflix. But yeah, I think you now I don't want to say anything else, because I feel like anything I say, I would spoil anything. So I'm just not gonna say anything. Just, if you fail, try again. And that's what we're trying to give Terra Luna Classic, another go at it. You can't get UST to repeg. It's dead. Who gives 10 billion for UST? Well, not only Terra Luna Classic has a burn, but also UST has a burn. Now, they don't do a major burn with Binance, but it does have a burn on chain. Anything that's traded on chain does have that 0.2% burn. Well, crap. Then I hope we do have to get to $1 million. If we burn USTC, then we don't need 10 billion to repeg. You're right. But I think you are going to need some sort of reserve that you build up. And that's why I was thinking that 1.2% was great. Because 1.2% for me, 1.2% for me would have been so much better, because then you would have been able to have that 1.2% to burn off a lot. And then when you get to a certain point where you feel like you are comfortable, you can build those up in reserves in order to protect USTC, or even just peg USTC and then hold that peg with the reserves, as well as what's happening with Terra Luna Classic, Hindsight is 2020. Docom was not expecting that the CEO of an exchange would pull what they did. Now being fixed. Wait, now it's being fixed, and yes, it was an oversight by Do Kwon, but that doesn't make him bad at all. I'm not saying that he is the worst person ever. I'm just saying, as a person that understands what they were telling you, that you could have an attack, right? You could have an ability for someone to depeg this position and constantly keep it at that depeg state. And if it is at a depeg state, Terra Luna continues to mint. He knows that. He was told that, and he said that's not going to happen. But it could happen, and it did happen. So what he could have done and what he was looking to do, if he had a little bit more time, was to build that reserve in Bitcoin. But they only had like hundreds of millions in Bitcoin, and that's not enough in order to protect it from, completely depegging. You need billions. Message was retracted. Lunatics token has done more in 1 year than Bitcoin has done in 10 years. Let that sink in. Not talking dollar cost, talking utilities. That's true. Lunatics token has done a hell of a lot in for cryptocurrency in general. I can't wait until they have all the things that are going to launch, and I'm sure they're waiting for a better moment in order to launch all of these things, launching on other exchanges, because you need more of a bullish market in order to do that. Lunic and Lunati hold both. So do I. Bitcoin is algorithmic. We'll wait for the dump. Everything is scam or sucks or bad except my portfolio. That's funny. Do you hold any Lunic or do you not hold any Lunic at all? Like, are you giving it any type of chance for it to come back? Do you hold any of it? Or do you just completely like not put any money into it? Lunatics token official is the stream. What's the timeline on Rap Lunati? So I believe that's Crippy Investor, right? I don't believe on the timeline of Rap Lunati, but I'm sure. I thought they were in testing, and yeah, I haven't. I should probably check with them. Uh, 5 minutes till CPI. Yes, 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't have any. Let me see if I can. No, because if I hook up the cable now, it would take forever to even load up. But maybe we can. Maybe it's on YouTube. Maybe it's live on YouTube. That might be it. CPI data live. So a lot of people are looking at the CPI data. Matt, where do people buy these new project coins like is Tapcoin and Bonk and others? So a lot of times when you buy these new coins that come through, you would get them through through Pancake Swap or Uniswap, whatever the chain is, whatever the chain is trading on. So like if you look at Bonk, if you look at any token, you can go over to CoinMarketCap and see exactly where to buy it. So you go over here, you go to markets, and it'll show you the best places to buy it or places that you can buy it. So gate.io would be a place. That's only if you have, I believe it's gate.io.us or something. MEXC will give you the option to buy it. Uh, hmm. There's no like DEX platform to buy it from. I've never heard of this place, but Radium. So that would be it. I don't know what other token you said. Tap coin, like this one, Tap. There's a lot of apps here. I would imagine it's the one that has the highest highest market cap, maybe. But you can go over to markets and you can see exactly where to buy it. Um, and some of these places you might have to sign up for. You might have to have an account or link your wallet to them or something. Um, but yeah, um, that's how you can figure out where to buy it from. And if it's traded on Ethereum, I mean, you should be able to buy it from Uniswap, but if it's not on there, you can't. Thank you for the $20 super chat, by the way. I appreciate that. Sorry I'm late. Why is today a big day? Well, we have, inflation data, which I think is the biggest thing for the crypto market overall. And I think just with that, we're gonna see whether a lot of things do move. I know Terra Luna Classic is not really making a move off of these days. We're seeing 0.21% increase versus other things that are up 6%, or in AVAX's um, um, position, that's 22%, 23%. AVAX's case, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I blanked there. But yeah, then we have, the integration, where you have Lunatics that's moving over to this new platform, this new station platform. That's today. So um, that's a good situation as well. Obviously, a huge situation. Oh, someone saying something out? No, XTP, Tap Global, brother. Yeah, so if you have XTP, you'd be able to buy it at certain markets here. So Uniswap is where you would get it. So if you want to link your MetaMask to Uniswap, you can get it there. Or whatever wallet you can link to Uniswap, you can do it there. Wait, what is the inflation data? Someone already saying that? Yes, huge day for Terra Luna Classic and a huge day for crypto. Why is it a huge day for crypto? I mean, we have CPI data which will tell us a ton about where the markets are heading, and if CPI data comes back lower than expected, I mean, we could see a decent sized pump. I do believe it will hit a wall at some point, but if we see it higher, then obviously we'll see a little bit of a dumping that's going on. CPI is 6.5. Is that what people are saying? CPI data is 6.5. I know the consensus is 6.5. My expectation for Luna at 6.5. Why did it dump? Came back at expected. CPI latest. US CPI data is 6.5%. US inflation falls to 6.5. US December CPI inflation falls 0.1. So it came back at expected. When expected was 6.5. Huh. Are we seeing any dumps right now? Are we seeing the markets start to tank? I mean, not necessarily. I mean, in the last hour, we're seeing Bitcoin down 0.05, Ethereum down 0.5%, XRP down 0.7%. We're not seeing anything dump within the um, markets here. We're seeing AMC that's down quite a bit. Let's look at the markets in general. The majority of them stay positive for today. Is this is this pre-market movement? Holy cow! What is this? Up 174%. Sorry, that's all in the after-hours market though. So that'll say a lot. Housing prices rose, which is why I think it's falling. US CPI year over year actual 6.5%, forecast 6.5, previous is 7.1. Here we go. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, they changed up Twitter a little bit. I'll tweet that out exactly the way that it came in. There we go. Everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody got all the information. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Pull up the token called Ether. Is a rewards token where all taxes collected get allocated to holders automatically in actual ETH, straight to your wallet. No claiming or staking, just holding. That's interesting. Wait, what? This different than? I'm not so sure that we have. I'm not so sure what you were talking about here. Pull up the token Ether. I mean, is it not Ethereum? Rewards token where all taxes collected get allocated to holders automatically in actual ETH. Straight to your wallet, no claiming or staking, just hold. So yeah, I'm not seeing what you're talking about because I can't pull up that token. I can pull up Ether, I can pull up Ethereum. Smart money dumps before pumping on DEX tools. Like this is the position that you're talking about. So the DEX score is 90 out of 99. At current price is 0.008. You're seeing a total amount of holders of 253. I want to see more info. Total supply is 100 million. 100 million Ether, which is low. We can see the token sniffer. Give me a second. Make sure it's not pulling up anything here. Not even giving me the token sniffer. Where can I find all the information for it? Like I'm trying to get into like the amount of holders. Just trying to get to the address. I don't use Dex tools that much, like ever. I'm just trying to see the contract, but I can't find it. New contract. So there's 100 million. There's 254 holders. If we look at the actual holders, wow. Within the top 39 wallets, you probably have 100% of the supply. Why? Why do you have that much in supply over the those top wallets? Literally, you have 70%, 67% of the supply. Um, Sorry, I don't know why I just did that. You have 67 or 68% of the supply in the top 30 wallets, 39 wallets. Um, that's a lot of people that hold 1%, and that can actually impact the overall position a heavy amount. You have to look into this further. It sounds like an interesting concept, though. It's just 254 people that are holding it, and out of those 254 people, 39 addresses, or I guess, yeah, 39 addresses hold over 1%. Not really the best sign. Crypto Shady, you called that a dump. Wait, so we have a dump right now? I don't see anything that's dumping. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's decreasing a little bit. You could see in the last hour from being at 3% up to now being at 2% up. Um, but you're not seeing anything happen in the last hour. It looks like everything is green. Maybe maybe CoinMarketCap's just not showing it the correct way. But you would expect to see everything kind of fall, like, maybe a 0.5% or something. You're spamming. Matt sees your post. Don't be obnoxious about it. Yeah. So I looked at XTP for a second, um, but that was pretty much all I wanted to do within it. Coinbase, everything is still green. Yeah, it looks like everything is still pretty much green right now. Even in the last hour, it still looks. I mean, things are starting to turn red. You can see Bitcoin down by 0.3% in the last hour, or XRP down by 0.3% in the last hour. Dogecoin is down by 0.8%. Shiba Inu is down by 1% in the last hour. Um, and the stock market's not really seeing a major dump by any means. So, wow, this is up by 240%. That's crazy. Up to $2.90. It's a great gain. Uh, Ready? We're going to the moon. No spam unless you're cooking breakfast with it. I mean, spam though? How about like real like ham or bacon or something? I made a I made a bacon lettuce and tomato sandwich yesterday. That was the best sandwich I've had in a while. I put some brown sugar on it, made some candied bacon. Oh, fantastic. Um, my mom makes a mean spam stew. I've eaten spam like maybe 3 times in my life. Crypto market does not seem to have a reaction badly to CPI figures. Neither does the stock market. It doesn't seem like we're seeing. I mean, we see a little bit of negativity in the overall stock market, the overall S&P, but we're not seeing anything really transition or move over to individual positions. ADA is going up. Is it? ADA was at like 32 cents last time. Yeah, it's up by 0.82%. We're seeing in the last 24 hours, it's up by 4%. The last 7 days, it's up by 21%. I'm sure AVAX is still going up. It's up by 23 point, almost 23.5%. And it's up 0.5% in the last hour. So things look like they're either holding, or some things are increasing a little bit. Don't get the master chef started. I love cooking. I made bacon wrapped breakfast burritos yesterday. Ah, that sounds good. Matt's not a fan of spam. Um, not a big fan. I can't say that I go out and buy it. Well, one, um, Erica doesn't, or has never, or I think she's eaten it like once. Um, but if she doesn't eat something, I usually don't try and cook it unless it's mushrooms. Like I put mushrooms in a lot of things. Um, I like, mushroom burgers. If you make it right, portobello mushrooms, like you just gotta make them the right way, seasonings and saute them. Anyways, I think we're approaching the end of this stream. CPI data did come out. We've been streaming for about 2 hours at this point. So if you guys could hit the like button, please do so. I quit school because of recess. I don't play around. That's funny. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. If you guys do want to join the Patreon, the link is in the chat. If you want to follow me on Twitter, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. Also, if you want to check out any of my other channels that are across YouTube, feel free to do that as well. But yeah, this was a good show. Great people that came through. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the new members. And thank you to all the people that are watching on Twitch. We have 6 people that are watching on Twitch right now. So I greatly appreciate you guys there. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitch, which would be amazing. I know Twitch is not really like a platform to where you get noticed. You have to kind of bring people over to Twitch from a different place. But I do appreciate all the people that are watching on Twitch right now and use Twitch solely for their streaming platform. So I do appreciate you guys. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you for doing what you do and, just being a part of this. And I'll catch you guys in the next